School. I talk a lot about school on here. Starting to feel like my job is just taking a dump on school for 8 minutes straight, but hey, people have done a lot worse for some money. But the number one thing I hated about school, the worst thing about school, was the studying. Oh my god. Partly because I could just not concentrate, but more partly because that shit is just so ass. That shit is so hard to do. Like, I would play music when I was studying, thinking that would make me more focused, and then 3 minutes later, I would just be vibing out to Future talking about fucking bitches and doing drugs. Things I can relate to, you know? But I feel like your studying mentality all comes down to one thing: the teachers you have in school. Because don't get it twisted, I was a decent student up until the 4th grade, and then they started doing shit like multiplication and subtraction, and I was like, it's been a good run, but I'm out. I'm done. I'm finished. You guys have fun with this. I'm finna learn how to suck myself. By the way, I know Degenerosity did a video on this, but who the fuck created maths? Who thought it was a good idea to do this? And I'm not talking about addition and subtraction. I'm talking about when you bring letters into numbers. That shit makes no sense, bro. Like, why do I need to know y equals mx plus c? It's stupid. And if you go on and do further maths like my brother, you're basically using the whole alphabet. You're using B, C, Y, G. Like, it's basically English. Just change the subject to English already. If you're so in love with writing down letters, just do English. Just please, man. Leave the letters to English and the numbers to math. Nothing ever good has come from a crossover. Look at when Lana Rose did a collaboration with Riley Reid. Or Snoop Dogg with FaZe Clan. That was a bad collaboration. Yeah, that was fucking terrible. Side note, by the way, does anybody know what Riley Reid's back tattoo means? Because that shit has me baffled every time I watch her acting roles. Yeah, the films she acts in. Yeah. But studying in maths is the subject that caused me the most severe pain, bro. They had me fucked up with the graphs and shit. Bid maths also confused the fuck out of me. Bid maths is the brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. See, it's literally only been a couple months since I last did maths, and I've already forgot the foundations. The things that my teacher says if you don't know, you can't do maths. And I've forgot them. Linking back to bid maths, have you guys ever seen those equations on social media with like brackets and shit? And it's really hard. And you got people in the comments like guessing and stuff. Yeah, well, the first time I ever came across one of these equations, I was with a friend. And we tried it, and he absolutely flamed me for my lack of knowledge to do with maths. So I've just searched up really hard maths equation meme on Google, and the first thing that comes up is 6 divided by 2 brackets 1 plus 2 brackets equals. Before I tell you the answer, well, my answer, the right answer, just have a go at it and write it down in the comments so I can bully you when you get it wrong. I'll give you a couple of seconds to work it out. 1, 2, 3, you're a pussy. 5, virgin. 8, fucking dickhead. 10. We're done! Now, given that I've just explained to you bid maths, I would expect you to get this right. So if you did not get 1 as your answer, you are a fucking idiot. Look, there's brackets, which is B in bid maths. It's the first thing you do. So that means it's 2 times 1 plus 2 times 2, which equals 6. And then 6 divided by 6 equals 1. So if you did not get that, oh my god, bro, thank God. And don't ever come at me again saying I'm a bad influence, because I just taught you maths, okay? You should be praising me. But now, let's talk about where studying happens. The library. Except, that's not where studying happens. That's where everything but studying happens. Like, you can be just trying to do some work and focus, and then out of the corner of your ear, you hear 2 randoms talking about how they saw hedgehogs fucking at the weekend. Like, bro, I don't care about the noises turtles make when they have sex. Why are you talking about this in the library? I've got a little bit of a story for you guys. Just a little smidgen of a story. Just a little early Christmas present. I know it is April, so maybe a bit early, but you're gonna have to fucking take it anyway. So I had a test on Friday in school. So I spent the entire day on Thursday just revising from like 9 to 7 p.m. because our library was open the entire day. I was the last one in the library. Literally, the librarian was falling off to sleep. I was the only one in there. And I was in a very hidden place. Our library had a very strange layout. Basically, there was a wall, and then there was bookshelves going perpendicular to the wall. So it was like a little catacomb in between each bookshelf. A little room to study, you could say. But a lot of people didn't know that between the wall and the bookshelf, there was a walkway. So you could walk straight past, so you were very hidden. But if anybody walked straight past you, next to the wall, they could see everything you were doing. And by the way, bookshelves, they are not a good muffler of noise, so you cannot be very loud. Anyway, so I was in my own little room, the second to last one furthest away from the opening entrance. And a boy and a girl walk in and take the last one. There's nobody in the library besides me, but they take the last one. Probably because it's the most hidden away from the librarians. And it starts off normal, starts off very normal. Just a boy and a girl revising together. But then I start to hear some noises. And at first I'm like, I don't care, I can't be distracted, I've got a test tomorrow. But they get louder and louder. And it gets to a point where I stand up and I look through the bookshelves, and what I see, man, I see a boy and a girl fucking in a library. In a school library. Like, there's kids that are literally 6 years old that are gonna be using that table to study. And you've got your ass cheeks just wide open all over that table, getting your shit absolutely pulverized by a meat train. Like, there's probably juices and everywhere. And 6-year-old kids are gonna be on that table the next day. Needless to say, I did the right thing. Joined in. Left. I just left. I left the library. That's what I did. I left. I went home. I tried to study. And I just procrastinated for the rest of the night. Like, I swear, I am a serial procrastinator. I could have a test tomorrow where my life is on the line, and I would still be thinking some dumb shit like, hey, could I fit this tube of white paint in my butthole? Nah, probably not. Maybe. And I recently watched a video on the mind of a procrastinator where he basically just said, everybody that procrastinates is a fucking beta male and needs to man up and become an alpha. And I was just like, no. Like, I know for a fact Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all them rich man procrastinate for a couple minutes a day. Probably even longer, to be honest. But it's bad with me. I was literally procrastinating taking a shower yesterday. Like, a shower? My musty ass needed one. But I was procrastinating that? Before you start crying, I did take a shower, okay? I'm a cleanly human being, okay? I'm clean. I pride myself on that. I literally clip my nails, clean my nails, trim my butt crack hair. I am the most sanitary person you have ever met. Got a bit off track there, but hey, we're back. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. It really helps me out. The Discord and Patreon is down below. Without further ado, have a great day. Bye. Love you.